Well, the kids go to sleep.
Sing
Cassie,
the
you know
rest,
this one, right?
Kassem.
Who
Yeah.
sings this, Dana?
When the kids go to sleep. No, it's Tara
Shut up,
Bright.
Shay.
Oh, I know this.
Shut up, Shay. Shut up, Shay. From
You
the
always
past.
click that too late.
We need, because we're
always-
so unprofesh. We're playing it from
We are
YouTube.
very
We
professional.
need to get an audio file that I can like.
Dude,
hit
I'm already
buttons.
sick of this. What do we got to do to...
Just
Dude,
so
I'm
you
trying
all
to-
know,
I'm trying to tweet
Kassem's
this.
here, so we're changing this from
The
G to probably
podcast.
PG-13 this time.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mama
but
Tard.
Try
I have
a little higher.
my fist ready to punch him anytime I need to.
Luckily, I respect you.
You better. Seriously.
I'm tweeting this
Unlike
picture.
that dirtbag husband of yours.
I'm a dirtbag.
God, I hate him.
I'm already giggling a lot.
Ow, dude! I did Kassem.
Let's talk about this podcast.
I did-
All right, now
okay, you talk
let
about
me just handle this.
Take
okay.
it away.
First of all, let me congratulate you guys on one of the finest parenting podcasts available on iTunes today.
Thank you. Thank you.
Where are we at on the lists? Where am I at on the lists?
I think on family we're either number 1 or 2. I think Sesame
Really?
Street. I think Sesame Street might have.
You
gone
guys are
above us.
competing with Sesame Street.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's us and Sesame Street.
Do you guys ever worry about like people that just randomly find the podcast and they're like,
Yeah, like,
"Who
what
are-
is this
who are
crap?
these?" Maybe
like,
we should talk to
why
those
are
people
they
for a
talking?
second.
If there are any, hello.
Some people are going to be like, "Oh, I have kids. I'm a parent. I'm going to hop on these podcasts. Everyone's talking about these podcasts, and I'm going to go on the list. And there's Sesame Street. And then there's Shay and Colette. Who are these guys?
Right.
Right?
It's exciting.
How would you guys describe what you do in like a very short sentence? Like,
We parent on purpose in front of you. Is that a good parenting blurb?
so
I guess, but really, it's not all about parenting.
what else? What else do you end up?
We
Do you
talk
mean on
about,
the podcast? Do you mean on the podcast?
But just like
or-
you guys is like, why are you guys famous? Why do you guys have people that want to hear what you have to say?
Oh.
Well, because we have this, I guess you could call hit online show called the ShayCarl.
The ShayCarl.
It has over
already name dropping.
425 million views. Close to 500 million
that
views.
sounds
The
so
ShayCarls
funny.
have over thousands
Some
of
people
episodes.
describe you guys as the perfect family. When people say that, what is that? What do you guys? How does that make you feel?
Honored. We were talking about this.
Responsible.
We were talking about that the other day. That
But you're also
felt-
not perfect.
No.
Right?
Obviously.
Can I be the one to say that?
Don't tell
definitely
him,
not
Kasem,
perfect.
dude.
No, I
Don't
think,
tell
but I
him.
think that's why you guys are so interesting and fun to watch, because you're not perfect, and we get to see kind of like how you guys deal with the imperfections every day. I think that's why people watch you.
Yeah.
Well,
Let me make a pee joke now. That was too real.
I don't like, oh.
No, it definitely is, because that's the overwhelming comment that we get is how people are like, man, I never wanted to have kids before, or I hated my family growing up. But it's like, you guys make it look like it's actually fun. And I think we've done enough of them now. We've uploaded how many, like, what's it, like 300,000 videos at this point?
What?
Something.
Like,
Anyways,
You're coming up
the
on
other.
3 years
Yeah,
of
we're- yeah.
everyday videos.
Dude, March 5th, 3
And that's not
freaking
including,
years
like,
every day.
the other channels.
And then, yeah, are you kidding
Just
me? Like,
stop it already.
iPhone, it's like, I'm uploading like 18 videos a day.
A day,
sometimes.
pretty much.
No, that's-
It's crazy.
So I feel like at this point, like, these people realize that this is like really us. Like, this isn't like a show. This isn't like a thing.
I
we're
get
not,
that question
We're
a
not
lot.
playing.
I get that question like, is Shay that happy all the time?
Do you really?
Is this family really that cool?
What do you say? What do you say?
Well, I mean, I lie and say yes. No, but you guys are. It's one of the easier questions I get to answer, because you guys are, I would say, exactly like you perceive you to be from watching your videos.
Yeah.
Shay has way too much energy. Like, he doesn't
He has a lot of
know
energy.
when to calm down.
That's
Colette,
what makes it so fun.
no, I don't know. You guys happen to just find the exact right person for one another.
Oh, you're the
I do that to
Get your
Kasem,
hands
and
off
yeah,
my
he's
woman.
like, oh, sorry, dude, bro, I'm sorry, I know.
I'm still
I've always had a
really-
big crush on Colette. I'll go ahead and say it.
I don't blame you. I do not.
Everything
blame
about you, Colette. From the way you look, the way you
Wow.
smell, the way you taste,
What?
the way you smell.
I was not. I don't know what he's talking about.
Kasem!
Kasim.
Dude,
Look,
you-
why do you guys want me on this show?
Okay,
Talk
I'll tell
are
you.
your ratings dipping?
Okay, I'll tell
Are
you
your
why. I'll tell you why we want Kasem on today's show. So listen, me and
Because you're a
Kasem,
pal.
Oh,
me and Kasem have been friends. How long have we been friends now for?
It's
Oh.
got to be
3 years?
5.
5? It's not been 5.
5 years?
Me and you? It's 3.
Maybe.
No, it's not. No.
How long?
You're a dumb. When was YouTube Live?
No, 4.
And it was even before that.
No, it's
YouTube?
not been more than 4 years. YouTube Live was like 4 years ago.
I think it's close to
Was
5,
it?
dude. I think
Is
it's
it?
really
I
close
think
to
it's
5.
close to
We've been
5.
friends for a long time. We're best
No, it's
friends.
not. But that's not even that long. Like I have friends I've been friends with long.
Yeah.
But we just, when you get older, and then the friends you meet when you're older are more the friends that you get to choose your friends more when you're
Right,
older.
right,
When you're younger, it's kind of like, well, you're just in my class, so I have to put up with your smell and like, whatever it is, you have a buddy growing up. But when you're older, you get to like meet people, and you're an
Right.
adult, and like,
Can decide
you
who
get
you're
to
hanging
choose.
out with.
Yeah. So if I would have found you when I was young, we would have been great friends. But I'm glad we didn't, because I would probably got sick of you. But now,
He chose me.
He chooses
Choo
you.
choo choo chooses me.
that is
You wish you wouldn't have went
stupid.
down that road.
That isn't too bad.
Not a snail pound. What do you guys do on the show? Do you
No,
guys
but
have
listen,
segments?
wait. I was talking about something. Listen. So
No.
me and Kassem have been friends for a long time.
I
And
probably
so
won't talk in this podcast, just so you all know.
Good.
me and Kassem have can I say this? You
No,
care.
don't say something
it.
embarrassing.
It's not embarrassing. I'm going to tell about a story where I had to go to a bank to get you a check, and I got you a cashier's check for a real estate venture that we are on together. I don't know what to say about that. Anyways, at the bank, I was
We
at
have
the
a
bank.
we have a property.
We have a
that
property
we pay
together.
rent on,
And I-
that's okay.
I
They're
was-
living together.
I was giving
Basically.
We have an office that we share that is other than our house. And then I was giving him my share of the rent. And so I was there at the bank getting a check made out to his full legal name. And the guy, he's like, "Oh, man, I love his videos."
That's
and,
so
and he's like,
embarrassing, dude.
is this the wolf guy? I'm like, oh shoot,
The wolf guy?
I think he's like the guy on Venice. He's really funny. I'm like, yeah, that's him.
Permission to cuss, Colette.
No. Permission not granted.
No,
Say
but
darn
you
it.
had a fan,
Darn
dude,
it.
and he knew it. And I was like, oh, well, there you go.
Well, that's funny. That happened to actually happened to my brother too at a bank. I wonder if it's the same dude. Bank of America?
No, this is a
Oh.
different bank. This is a different establishment.
I just hit my face on the microphone.
His giant glasses just grazed the
I have a
microphone.
bone. I have a serious bone to pick with
Oh,
this. Just real fast.
snap.
Maybe I can get the people that made these lenses to send me. I bought these glasses, right?
Okay,
and I
honey.
bought these glasses because my old Ray-Bans, the lenses were all scratched. So I bought these ones, and the guy's like, "Oh yeah, would you like to buy this UV coating or whatever the heck they try and upsell you on?
On the screen?
It's UV coating. It helps against lights, and then
Oh,
also it's a scratch resistant."
Mm.
And then I was like, "Yeah, of course. That sounds like a good deal. I want to
He's
cut
so-
down on the amount of light, and I don't like scratches."
Okay.
So then I get the glasses, and I pay like they're prescription, so they're expensive.
Yeah,
You have to the
yeah.
lenses themselves are like $3,000. I don't know.
Oh.
What?
Just kidding.
I'm
I was
like,
like, what?
They're
but
expensive.
listen. I wouldn't.
I was afraid
be
if I would have said
surprised.
like $100, you would have been like, "That's not." But they're expensive. And then a week later,
So they're like $125 basically.
they're like $250.
Okay.
But for the lenses, then
The
you gotta
lenses
pay
are
for the
expensive.
frames.
Yeah.
That's,
All right.
that's expensive.
So keep in mind, I've been wearing glasses my entire life,
He's Paul Pfeiffer.
and
everybody.
I know I understand a lens on
situation.
a glasses.
You know the price and the situation.
I get it.
Okay.
So then, like a few days later, the glasses were in my pocket, and then I leaned over and they fell out,
oh.
and they fell lens first on the cement.
the first test.
And I looked at them, and it was like they had been worn for a century. Like there was,
Oh, no.
it was like I was looking through a screen door. There was no. So now I'm stuck with these, and I dropped them again twice, and now they're almost. I can't even see out
Oh,
them.
wow.
It looks like
That's
I'm
the worst.
So how much
Yeah.
did you pay for that upgrade?
hundreds. But I'm upset because I went back in. I'm like, you guys sold me these. They're supposed to be scratch resistant.
they're
I can
scratched.
barely see your face right now. They go, sorry. There's just no way for us to tell that you didn't, rub steel wool on the lens or something.
Oh my
I mean,
gosh.
so now I can barely see. I
so
feel
mad.
my eyes are like trying to look around the scratches. So I think I'm getting lazy eye
You're
again.
probably going back to your character from
That's the
Hot
worst.
Girls.
So-
That's why
I'm
I started
upset.
wearing contacts.
Yeah. I have contacts, except my nose is so effing big that I need glasses.
The glasses
Oh,
bring
so it's-
perspective.
It's
to
more
the
of a
nose.
style
Yeah,
thing
but
for
I
you.
like glasses. They help me not get in fights because people are always like
Afraid
they
of the
feel
guy with
bad.
the glasses.
No.
No,
Oh,
they're not
no,
afraid.
no.
They
They
just
don't
feel
wanna
bad
hit
for
him,
him. They think like, oh, he probably has asthma. And things like that. Like, I don't want to hurt him.
That's your defense mechanism.
Yeah.
Like,
So if you're
I have
listening,
asthma.
unnamed
person who wants
optometrists.
to fight.
Yeah, you guys screwed me.
And or sold him
Yeah.
a crappy pair of scratch resistant.
Yeah, I'm going to Lens Crafters next time.
Yeah. Lens Crafters. We want a sponsor from you. Email KassemG@gmail.com.
I don't because I want to get laser eye.
She's gonna get
surgery.
LASIK.
You are?
I'm so scared.
What's wrong with your eyes? You have
She cannot
I am
see.
astigmatism?
nearsighted.
That's how
way
she married
nearsighted.
me.
When I was
I
in
met her
third
when
grade,
she-
when I was in 3rd or 2nd grade, I couldn't see the board. And they moved me like to the front. And then so we went and got glasses. And I remember looking out my window at home and I was like, there's mountains. And my parents felt so bad because I'd never seen the mountains outside our house before.
I have that same story. I think parents probably make the story up, but same thing. I couldn't see, and then my parents finally got glasses. And in the doctor's office, when I put my first pair of glasses on, my mom tells the story to everyone she meets, even just random people that walk down
I
the
love
street.
your mom. She's the best.
She looks at me, and then I look at her for like the first time, because I
Yeah.
have vision now. And I go, "Oh, Mom, you're so beautiful."
Oh, that's so precious.
And then she says, that's what she said happened. Then she started crying. It's too storybook. I don't know if I believe it, but but there's kind of that moment where you're like, oh my kid hasn't been able to see
me?
this
Yeah.
whole time.
Oh wow, yeah.
And that's kind of,
We should.
it's heartwarming.
Can our
Yes,
kids see?
It is. Well,
Should we test that?
I
want
think
them
we
to see.
should actually. I mean, I took
can see.
Suntard. I took both Suntard and Princess Tartan last
I
year.
saw Rocktard trying to breastfeed Shay the other day, so maybe he needs.
Maybe
Some
What do you
glasses.
mean, dude? Look at these pecs, dude. I did like 135 push-ups this morning. Dude, I was doing-
135.
Oh, dude, I did
Oh,
so
I
many
hate your
jumping jacks.
athleticism.
I did so many jumping jacks this morning. My shoulders are. It's a great workout, Cass.
Is this podcast? Let me just ask you truthfully, Colette. You can answer truthfully. Is this
Okay.
podcast just like an hour of Shay talking about how much he works out and how great he looks now?
No, I talk about it too.
Check out my new body. It's not new anymore, Shay.
No, it's getting better, dude. You just wait.
Dude, I think our friendship has taken a toll. 'Cause you're not as round and jovial anymore. I really
He's
think-
very
Yeah.
jovial.
What are you gonna go hang out with Jonah Hill after this?
Me and the
You
weight, yeah,
skinny,
man.
unfunny guys.
I know. That's what, dude. Everybody was saying. Yeah, I miss the old fat Shay. And then I'm like, I loved. He had a quote, and I saw he was on something where he was presenting an award. And
Who?
Jonah Hill.
Oh.
And he said, a lot of people think I'm not funny anymore, or something. I can't remember what it was. And he said, why'd the chicken cross the road? Because they didn't want to die of obesity and diabetes by the age of 33. So shut the heck up. Something like
Yeah.
I remember that.
I totally.
Did you
yeah,
identify with that?
Yeah. I was like, yeah,
Yeah.
dude. I just
I
wanna
think you're
live.
hilarious, babe.
He is
Oh,
funny.
That's why I married you.
High fives.
Did you see her
For
pants?
hilariousness.
Don't look at her pants. Do not.
They're way
Don't
red.
cast them.
Look how red they
Whoa,
are.
those are red
She
pants.
painted them on.
So I guess the people watching the YouTube video of this will see that, but the people listening to the podcast,
They will have
let me
So
to
y'all know.
describe
visualize
what I'm looking at
every
right
little
now.
Uh-oh.
detail down to the finest curve and.
Oh, where are you going with this?
I thought Cass was gonna
Can
come in
you
with
just
some
tell me
detail.
where you're going with
Yeah.
this?
Oh,
I'm
shit.
leaving.
Oh, it's tight red.
No, those are. Now you don't normally wear red pants.
No.
So what?
I actually just went and
She
I
came
bought a
home last
blue
night
pair,
with a
a
freaking
red pair,
rainbow
a
of
coral.
pants.
I'm gonna have coral pants, you guys.
Is there gonna be a fashion video about
No,
this?
I decided.
You look great today. I love this.
Look at this
Oh, thank
scarf. She has
Yeah.
this scarf. And look, see this shirt? Tell him where you got this shirt, babe. Tell him, babe. Tell him.
Oh,
Hang
yeah,
out
can
it
I
for
feel
me.
it? I'm not
Tell
trying to touch your boob.
Cass, easy.
Why is everybody touching me?
'Cause you're so touchable.
No, listen. I decided that from now on, I'm going to dress how I think is fun and not worry about.
She had
does
this great
match?
epiphany last night. She told
The
me.
great,
no,
the
is this
greatest
gonna look good on
fashionistas in the world
camera?
do that.
Right. She said that to me. She said, you know what? I
Well,
decided,
because for
Shay.
the longest time.
Shay, you know what I decided? I decided that I'm going to wear whatever I think looks cool.
Because I'm
And
always
not gonna
worried,
care
like,
what anybody
oh crap,
thinks.
I don't know if this matches
And
or
she
if
even
I can wear
said-
brown with
she even
gray.
said,
or
she even said, I'm gonna throw you under the bus here. She even said, I'm gonna care what Carly thinks it looks good because
Or if
Carly's
Kaylee
like,
thinks it
yeah,
looks
if Kaylee thinks
good.
it looks good because she like they're always like her style advisors.
I'm always like,
she's like,
oh, if Carly
anyways,
wouldn't wear this,
I think you
couldn't wear
did.
this.
I mean, this is very radical for what you're wearing. I mean, what
It's
you
radical?
usually- I mean, for what you usually wear, I like.
really?
It. It's
A black
colorful.
shirt?
No,
It's,
you got
when
like
it's
a
raining.
scarf
When it's
and-
raining, I like to dress like comfy. Like I want. Like
Yeah.
today, it's raining. I don't know if we explained that today.
It's puddles. Out
if you're in Los Angeles, you've already
Lots
tweeted
of
about
rain.
it.
I was gonna.
and you're stuck in traffic.
Okay, so this is the tweet that I was gonna send earlier. Today looks like a higher than normal chance of rain-related tweets in the Los Angeles area.
Yeah.
Something like that. I was working on one of those.
It never fails. Everyone always says,
Oh, it's raining.
Nobody knows how to
drivers."
drive. But then there will always be somebody that says it for
Yeah.
realsies without any sort of irony or sarcasm
Right.
on Twitter, and it drives me nuts.
Drives me crazy.
It drives me nuts.
I
like
like
hearing
to hear
my
your
voice.
voice.
Kassem, can we talk about how creepy you looked in that game station video?
Yeah. I thought you were
That
just going to
was-
say in everyday life, but that's in the video.
No, I
Segue,
saw
promote some of
you.
your crap,
Sorry.
Kassem.
I saw you. You didn't have your glasses on, and you had this long black wig.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
And I was like, who is that?
yeah.
And then it took me a minute.
But you kind of
realized
looked
it was
tough.
you looked
though.
tough.
You look nerdy but tough. At the
Yeah,
same
well,
time.
let's see. It's for the Street Fighter, the
Yeah.
web series. There's a web series that Lane Pavogi
The game station.
directed, for the game station.
Was he interviewing Carson Daly yesterday?
Was he? I don't
somebody
know.
said
I missed the
Carson-
whole Carson Daly thing. Were you guys here for that?
Yeah. And
Yeah.
I didn't know what was happening. And it
Mommy-
really caught me
and
off
she
guard.
feels bad because
You like Carson Daly?
Well, I'm not
TRL?
somebody that sees a lot of celebrities.
Really?
well, he came
Yeah.
in and she feels bad because she didn't get up and shake his hand.
It was just one of those things where, like, he walked in with Lisa and she was, like, explaining what we were doing. And I, like, looked up and, like, oh, it's Lisa and Carson Daly. And I looked back down and I was like, oh. And then it was just like, hi, nice to meet you. Like one of those things, you know?
And so you know what I asked Colette? I said,
And I
"Did you-
didn't get
did-
up and shake his hand. I should have got up and shake his hand
You
at
should've,
least.
you should've.
But oh well.
There'll be plenty of opportunities.
Yeah.
Carson Daly's a really nice guy from what I tend to
Appar-
see.
And her sister has a story about Carson Daly
Oh,
trying,
he hit
Yeah.
on her at one
trying
point.
to hit on her. Yeah.
Yeah, Carson. Wait, which sister?
My oldest.
Carson.
Ah!
Way to go, brother.
Way to
I thought he was.
go.
Does he not have a family?
Oh, this was a while
This is
ago.
like 10 years.
I don't
Yeah,
know
a long
if it
time ago.
matters when you're in Hollywood. The rules are off.
No.
The rules are off. That's not true.
Yeah,
honey.
that was probably like 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Actually.
The rules are never
Oh,
off.
speaking of Hollywood, can we segue into
Sagoo.
your guys' soiree with Taylor Lautner?
Oh,
And,
I wasn't there. I
Josh
wasn't invited to
Duhamel?
that party.
Josh Duhamel.
Jealous.
I just saw on Twitter that they met him. I don't know if that's even worthy of a topic, but it
Yeah.
seemed like Carly and Mia were enjoying themselves.
yeah. My sister went to this Christmas party for Michael Bay had this Christmas party. I don't know how, like, somehow Mia knows somebody to go to this party, and so she invited Carly. And Michael Bay was
Hollywood.
there, and Taylor
Well,
Lautner.
it was his party, so I'm
And
glad
yeah,
he
they're
was there.
they're
The
taking all
party
these.
took
Glad he could
place
make it to his
on
own
an
party.
explosion.
On an
On a
explosion.
slow-mo explosion.
She said
Open
they
bar.
went in their house, like they went up to Michael Bay's house afterwards, and there was like Transformer stuff and like all these cars. He had like an 8-car bay garage.
And Megan
So
Fox
jealous.
locked in his
She
basement.
was
Megan Fox.
chronogenically frozen on the wall. Like
Oh,
guys
I
are
love
funny.
that. In Demolition Man, when Sylvester Stallone is cryogenically frozen.
that's fun to say. Cryogenically.
Yeah, and he's in
Yeah.
the fetal position, and then they have that thing at Planet Hollywood. You
They
can just
do?
stare at it like his butthole. You can
What?
stare at Sylvester Stallone's butthole as you eat. Just look above. It's a
Delicious.
prop. It's cool.
This is a family show.
Dude,
We
I
just
told
slipped
you.
below
I
Nickelodeon
told
now.
you,
Thanks,
didn't I?
Kassem.
I
We just
warned
slipped
you
below
all.
Nickelodeon.
I
Nickelodeon
think
just
people
passed
here
us.
most of the people listening probably understand and give me a pass.
I think
And
so.
gave you a pass.
They give me a pass. Like
The
It's
man,
like a
the man
go-free.
has
if I say
interviewed Ron
pew
Jeremy.
pew puff patch right now, it's fine because I'm Kassem and I can say pubes.
So you just
I have a pew
Kassem,
pew puff patch.
Kassem just came over from his hit
I
show.
don't know
Ask
what you're
Kassem.
talking about now.
What episode is that you just recorded?
I don't know. Why do we have to talk about that? I shot an Ask Kassem today, just now.
He just shot one.
It's
I
fine.
think they're funny.
I have a new
dude.
California
Kassem doesn't
on.
like to talk
The
about
holidays.
himself.
I don't like to talk about it. I don't think I do. You know, it's like if I was a person, I wouldn't want to hear me.
If I was a person,
You know what Groucho Marx said? He said, why would I want to be part of a club that would have me as a member? That's, sorry, I nosed the microphone right now. But I live by that.
That's
I don't get it.
I don't want to be friends with you because you want to be friends with me.
That makes so much sense.
I don't get it.
I know.
You
It's-
wouldn't
it's
because
really
you live
difficult.
happy lives. You live happy lives.
Kassem's in a constant state of depression.
Yeah,
You
but it's
are?
more funny that way.
Well, come over. We'll
I
make you some dinner.
do come over.
Yeah.
That's why I come over.
I'm glad you come over.
People in the vlogs like, "Where's Kassem?"
You haven't been to our house in a long time. I'm calling you out
Dude,
right
I
now.
was just there.
Just
What are
there.
you talking?
No, you weren't.
I was there and I even peed in your toilet.
Thanksgiving, maybe. That was a while ago.
I ate some glassy ham.
We
Glassy
did,
ham.
didn't we?
So
We had some
exciting.
glassy ham.
So
We
good.
dropped the ham on Thanksgiving, and then me and Kassem tried to kind of like cut through it to cut the glass out.
You didn't drop it.
What?
The pan
The
exploded.
pan like
basically.
exploded,
Yeah,
shattered
Yeah,
in the
Casey's
oven.
buying shifty,
weird.
like
Yeah.
He's buying shifty
casserole
pans.
dishes or
Casserole
whatever, and it just shattered.
Just shattered. And so when we were eating the ham, it was tasted like there was like sand in your teeth almost because there's like
You did?
yeah, I had like glass.
Why
Like,
didn't you spit it out?
well, because it was like felt like it was too small.
I don't know if that was the glaze. Like I sometimes didn't know if it was just like
maybe
the
that the
glaze,
crusted glaze.
or if
I don't
it was
know.
glass
maybe.
shards.
It's glass
Or glass
glazed
shards.
ham.
glass glazed ham.
This week on Martha
The
Stewart,
honey variety.
The glass glazed
What
ham.
are people? Let me ask you guys this: what are people saying about the podcast? Is the reception been warm?
I don't know. What do you guys
It's
think?
good.
Have suggestions? Do they want to see more of certain things? Do they want it to be longer, shorter, canceled, off the air?
I think it's
Unsubscribe.
positive. I think it's positive.
it's
I think we need to, we're just working into it. We need to get it a little produced.
Where do you want it to
A
be
little bit
in
more
like a
structure.
year?
I mean, it would be great if this could be like a show. What if this became like a show that we did?
Like
And we
Howard
had,
Stern?
Like, yeah, but it was like we filmed it all. I don't know. We had like guests.
It's the anti-Howard Stern.
I don't know. I'm just having fun
family.
doing
Today
what
in
we're
the
doing.
studio we have a girl with all of her clothes on. Let's talk to her about her values.
She just got back from a 8-year mission in Guatemala. Cindy Lou Who. How's it going?
Yeah, nobody would watch that.
I would watch it.
Mommy tards would watch
Sometimes
it.
people think that you won't let Colette talk. I've seen that comment.
Yeah, that happens.
But
That
it's
happens.
been good.
It's not.
It's been good
just,
recently.
It's
But-
not that he won't let me talk. I talk when I want to talk.
She talks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, say
What's the
something.
big problem?
Yeah, say something.
Say something. Say something
hilarious.
sexy, maybe. Say something sexy to me,
This
maybe.
is PG today.
Say, come on, say
I'm
something.
taking out the 13.
Come on, Colette.
I'm taking it out.
Give me one.
Guess I'm.
Okay. We're fine.
Kasum!
We're fine.
We're
One
said-
of these days, Colette, you're gonna be my girl.
Let's talk about your mother.
Listen, Biff.
Oh, let's not.
Let's
we
bring
met
it
your
down
mom.
a notch.
We had
Let's not.
She's
dinner.
Let's not bring the
amazing.
source of all my problems.
Oh,
onto the
that's
table.
not true.
Kassem's mom made our kids a delicious
her
meal
accent.
one night, and it was
She
delicious.
yeah, and then she like pretty much wouldn't stop kissing
She
Gavin. She she was making out with I don't know if you saw. You,
was
you
she-
probably
she
did.
was
She's
like,
like,
"Mom,
"Mwah,
I love you.
I
You're
love
so
you."
Yeah,
wonderful.
but there's a line that can be crossed, and she
No.
loves to cross it. You know, it's like, Mom, that's a kid. You've been kissing him for 15 minutes. There's a line.
I thought
It
it was
wasn't
so
that
cute.
long.
Because
But
she
he-
wants grandkids.
I think he liked
Oh,
it,
yeah,
but then he
no,
was like,
no S. She
I
does.
mean, let's talk about the grandkids
"Yeah, Kassem,
situation.
how's your love life going?"
Unless a random prostitute gets pregnant, I'm not having kids anytime soon.
Kassem would be a
understand.
great father.
Well, you probably have a few out there you just don't know about yet.
The first step for me is going to be a dog. I think I'm going to get a dog soon.
You've been
Oh,
saying
you
And if
are?
I don't kill
you
it, then I'm
serious?
gonna
You've
get
been
a
saying
child.
that for like
I'm gonna
3
buy one.
years. You need to pull the trigger.
No,
I'm
well,
gonna get you one for
Do you
Christmas.
have
No.
patience for
Yes,
dogs?
I'm gonna get you
do I
a
have what?
dog
Do you
for
have
Christmas.
patience for dogs?
I have nothing but love and patience.
He does.
I think the only thing that I could really treat well right now is a dog.
Here's
Am I-
Kassem's thing. Kassem
Maybe
wants
that's what
a
you
dog
need.
in his life. He is just afraid to open that little thing called his heart and let that soul in.
Aw.
I have a
because
giant hole. a
once
void
this
that needs
once
to be
this
filled.
dog
Oh,
comes
we
into
can
his
put a
life,
puppy
it's
in
gonna be
it.
everything to him. And I'm getting you one for Christmas, Kassem.
So wait,
Well, I'm afraid
hold
what if-
on.
I'm getting-
What kind of dog would you get?
See,
a
I'm
wolf,
open. No,
full bred.
No, see, that's where Shay's an idiot. And I just want a dog to
You
find
gotta stay
me.
with your theme, huh?
You know what I mean? I want a dog to choose me.
You want to rescue?
I want to rescue a dog, but I also wouldn't mind paying for a dog that doesn't need to be rescued. No, I don't know. I want to rescue a dog, but I also don't want a stupid, one that has an ear up, ear down, and he can barely walk and chases his
Right,
own tail.
right,
I
right.
want something that's smart, can save me from a well. Like, should I get trapped in a mine shaft or something?
So you want like a husky?
No, well, a
Yes,
husky's
you want a husky.
a husky's cool. It's
Yeah.
cuddly. It fits the size. I like the size, and I wanna hug it, and I wanna feel the fur.
You can feel the
Okay.
fur on the husky.
I won't do Rottweilers or pit bulls.
They
Too
won't. They're
slobbery?
not huggy.
I'm not a fan of the Dodgers, and that's a joke. It's a Los Angeles joke.
I was like, huh?
I think
They're
he's
just a
talking
little
about.
mean, but all the pounds pounds are just filled with pit bulls in Los
Ooh.
Angeles. They're overrun with pit bulls.
Because it's like a
Because nobody
trend.
wants
It's like a
a pit
trend,
bull.
right?
Yeah. So
Well, it's
what
like
I'm gonna
They're
ask the
mean.
audience, maybe I'll ask your audience here.
Okay. Ask the
Look,
audience.
I'm looking to rescue, adopt a very special dog to bring into my life. Any tips, websites, shelters that I should be checking out. I'd love to see it and
We
bring
need to get
somebody
Kassem
home.
a dog.
I say Great
When you
Danes
get-
are great.
You get a Great Dane,
But
dude.
here's the problem with the Great Dane
He
is
could pull
that
you out of a well.
he can't cuddle up in your lap
No,
without
they're
crushing it.
well.
Well,
Don't
He's a
be
big
a
dog.
wuss, dude.
He's a big.
half of his
They're
body
cuddly
can.
though. You can lay on them. You can lay on top of them.
No,
and cuddle.
I know it's a little. Maybe when I have some experience, some dog years under my belt,
Some
I'll
dog
get
years,
some.
yeah.
I'll get one of those. But right now, I need something I can just squeeze and hold.
Like a middle range. I've had a
You
dog
need a teddy bear.
my entire life. I don't think there's ever a time in my life, maybe like the 2 years where I was on my mission, but my entire life
or the first
growing
couple
up,
of years of our.
I had a dog.
I couldn't. My dad wouldn't let me because he said he was allergic. But I think that I'm almost positive now is just a
He's
lie.
lying.
But I got beat up in 6th grade, and my mom was like, "Oh, we have to get him the dog."
Really?
And
Oh.
my dad said no, and then he thought it was okay to get a bird though. So I ended up
Because a
getting
bird will help you if
I
you get
ended up
beat
getting a
up.
cockatiel because I got beat up in 6th grade.
That
Which
makes
only I
so
think-
much sense.
Yeah,
Probably worse than the
Only
problem.
it made
It
everything
made
worse.
the problem worse.
Yeah.
Then he
Now I
got
was
beat up
that
every
weird
day
kid.
since.
With a
I
bird.
was that skinny weird kid with glasses that had a bird on his shoulder.
Get that cockatoo kid!
Yeah.
Pretty bird.
I just end up talking to the
Pretty
bird,
bird,
and no
pretty bird,
humans
pretty bird.
anymore. So I had a bird, and I loved that bird like
What
a
was
lot.
its name? What was
Her name was Snowy, and there's a whole thing where she escaped, and I found her, and it was like this. It was a really good 2-hour movie. You know,
she
that
died?
happened. Well, no, we gave her away because we ultimately stopped giving her attention. I learned a lot of life lessons, but she had a baby, like an egg that hatched, and
No
we got-
way.
yeah. Ugh, there's so much.
You were like a bird midwife.
There was, kind of. We had to. Started to pluck her feathers out because that's what birds do when they go crazy. So we went and got her a mate, and his name was Icy, right?
Yeah,
Icy and
then a
Snow.
few months later, they started having eggs, and then
that's exciting.
out of like 5 or 6 eggs that hatched, only one of the birds survived. But then he grew up, and there was like 3 of them. There were like a little family living in my house.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's precious.
Yeah, and
What?
then we
And
just
then you just-
stopped giving an S, and then just started smoking pot or cigarettes or whatever kids do when they're young and bad, and
Oh.
that's about it.
Those poor
Kids,
birds.
don't smoke pot
Don't smoke
Yes.
pot
or cigarettes.
if you have a bird
Well, anytime.
or anytime.
Anyways.
Terrible idea.
So that poor bird. I had a bird. I had a peach-faced lovebird. I remember they got this peach-faced lovebird, and it would chase Carly around because she was probably like 3.
Are those the small green ones
Yeah,
with
and
the
it
big
has, like,
goodness.
cheeks?
Yeah, and they're like peach and they're green on the back. And it would chase Carly around and bite her heels, and she would
That's
scream
terrifying.
like bloody murder. She was like
I would be
terrified.
terrified.
And we would all just think it was hilarious. And my mom and dad and me and Casey
That's
would just
so mean.
watch this little peach-faced lovebird. Because it wasn't like really hurting her, but she was
Yeah.
like so scared of it.
Yeah.
And she was just screaming bloody murder.
What was the name of that bird so I can go make? Maybe we can all tweet at her and make fun of her. What was the bird
I
name?
can't remember.
You
But
can't
I know
remember a
That's
pet?
not
You can't
nice,
remember
you
a
guys.
pet's
Dude,
name
it was pets at our house. My mom bought this
before you stepped on them.
My-
They had like
probably.
a 1 week
or let
shelf
it
life.
fly out the window. We let turtles walk out of there. My mom bought this brand new Chihuahua, and she brought it home, and we were all like, "Oh, cool, this new puppy." It was like a $500 like nice Chihuahua, right? So my dad's like,
$500 is nice in Chihuahuas.
It is.
Yeah,
I don't know.
$500 in any
that's
dog.
a nice
is pretty
Chihuahua. Was that
nice, I
$500? It's the really nice, shiny $500 Chihuahua.
I don't know. It was
Yeah, I
she
know.
bought it and brought it home, and it
Yeah.
was this new dog. So we went to the park with my dad, and we like took the Chihuahua out, and we were all playing, and then we left it. Like we just forgot it. Like it
We
like
forgot
ran
they
off.
had a dog.
And we got back in the car. We drove home, walked in the house, and we're like, "Hi, Mom, we're home." Blah 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 blah. Sit down, and she's like, "Where's the dog?" And we're like, "Oh, oh yeah." So we were like, "Oh crap, we don't know." Like
No,
we
we're
went,
dog owners.
we looked in the car, we couldn't find it. And my mom was so mad at my dad because my dad's like, "I don't know. I just forgot that we had a dog," and so the dog was just gone.
We went back to the park.
We went
and
back.
It wasn't
Yes,
there.
we went back to the park. We looked. I think we put up flyers. We looked around. We never saw the dog again.
Wait, you're telling me you had a dog in your life for how long?
Like at 12 hours.
And then it was just gone.
It's
And there was
gone.
no
It was
search
gone.
party.
Yeah,
The
I
search
mean, we
party was
did.
over
We
in like
looked.
15 minutes.
We went to the park. We looked all over the park. We ran. And it was like
We did
getting
flyers,
dark.
Oh, guys, it's
And-
50 degrees. Let's go outside.
We were
It was
living
only
in
12 hours. We
were-
didn't have enough time to love him.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, I don't think we named him yet because it was like she had just brought him home, and she's like, "Oh, we're like new
Somebody-
dog."
some-
Well, I bet that dog found a home.
Yeah,
A little chihuahua running
somebody was
around.
like,
Are you joking?
Dude, is that
in
a
Idaho?
sweet $500
It
chihuahua?
probably froze to death.
No,
didn't
we
it?
were in
Phoenix.
Phoenix actually. We lived in Phoenix at the
It probably burned to death.
time. Yeah, it
No.
fried on the cement.
Something to death.
No.
Okay. All right.
I have to
Dang.
believe it found a
That-
home.
Some kid found it and then
Kassem's-
choked it to death.
Kassem's
Oh,
3
no.
birds that
Is
were
that what you
sick
would've
of
done?
watching him smoke pot in his bedroom flew over and found
and
that dog.
saved its life.
And those parrots and that dog, they ran off together with this peach-faced lovebird.
Don't
That
bring
is
up.
a
Don't
great
bring up the
way.
memories, man.
What?
So,
bad
what do
memories.
you? Are we getting each other Christmas presents?
Yeah,
Christmas
$100 max.
100.
We already agreed to that.
What are you gonna get me? What am I gonna get you?
I'm probably just gonna get you a picture of you in a frame for you,
$100 frame.
with just like on the beach running or something.
I gotta
would
get
love
you
that.
something good. I can't get you something stereotypical.
No, I'm really
No.
hard to shop for. So if you give me something
Yeah.
stereotypical, oftentimes
As a
it'll be better than what you would have
because
tried.
remember that box I got you from Yellowstone?
Yeah.
I had to. It's so stereotypical, but I got him this box. It's like the cedar box with
Oh,
this
yeah.
great wolf painting on the front. But I thought it's from Yellowstone. Like that's a big monumental place.
Yeah.
Be cool to have a box
And
it
it
says
smelled
Yellowstone.
good. It was
Right.
cedar.
Smelled good.
box.
Yeah. And I was the only one that got one.
Yeah. I just brought you a box.
Yeah. So
I
that
thought,
made
I
it
gotta get this
special.
for Kassem.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, best pro.
I oftentimes don't think of
BFF.
you as much as you think of me.
I
But I
love
appreciate when you do.
Thanks, bro. I appreciate it. What
You guys, you should be sitting next to each other.
I
Really.
know, so we could be hugging. Anyways, so what do you point out? Are they saying wrap it
Stop
up?
doing
Oh,
this
I
thing.
think
We gotta
we're
wrap.
We're time's up. All right. Well, thank
Everyone
you.
already stopped listening.
hours ago.
Thanks anyway.
So
Hey, thanks.
go everybody check out if you don't know who he is. He's KassemG
Don't check me
on
out.
the internet.
Don't check me out.
Shut up. He makes hilarious videos.
Can't
There's
disappoint
plenty
any
of
more
them.
people.
He's
But-
even taking down videos. I want to start a petition for you to put up Tapatio and that
yes.
and that video with you and Mr. Safety.
I still have Tapatio in
jumping
my
in the
fridge for
truck.
you.
The Tapatio. I want to put up a petition.
I was thinking about putting those on my second channel.
Do it.
Mhm.
You guys, everybody tweet Kassem and tell him to put up the Tapatio and the truck video because those are 2 classic YouTube videos that I love and I would love to see them. And
You're such a great
he's
supporter
hidden
of
them
me.
in his
Thank you, my
vault.
friend. Thank you.
Anyways, so check Kassem out. He's hilarious. He's my good buddy and co-founder of Maker Studios. We should have we're gonna have Danny and Lisa on and you, and we should all talk about our company that we started together.
That would be a great idea.
Yeah, man.
Me and
I'll go back
Kassem
there
are
and
not
sit over
only
there.
friends, we're business owners together.
hmm Often that's not a good idea, but I
Right.
think it's.
We're
a
making
good
it work. Are we
idea.
making it work?
Right now.
Do we still like each other?
Yeah, so far.
Do you guys?
Yeah.
It depends on what Colette decides to do.
Yeah, we'll be friends for
Yeah,
life.
scoot away from me.
All right, from Los Angeles, California at Maker Studios. Thanks to everybody behind the scenes. We got Roth,
Yay!
Mr. Hairdo himself, Tim Davis behind the camera. And thank
You're
you to our
all
guest,
wonderful.
Kassem.
Thank
Good
you,
buddy.
Kassem.
Coming in. Check
Thank you
him
guys
out.
for having me.
Always
He's
fun.
amazing.
Love
and
you.
for my hot wife, she's hot. And what are we gonna do that as our outro?
Oh,
you get
what you get, and you don't throw a fit.
That's what we tell our kids. Like, take this and eat it. And shut your mouth and get in bed. When the
That's
kids
so
go to
nice.
sleep.
We're great parents. Let me
All
tell
right,
ya.
cut.
Not really.
Ever heard of the Three Stooges?
Yeah.
Joe, Mo.
Which is this
Oh
one?
my god, I forgot, and I know him.
You know this guy personally?
Yeah, well, not personally, but I forgot their name.
Jedediah.